Hello,
Hey,
hello.
guys.
Hey, everybody.
How you doing?
We had some technical difficulties on our side, FYI. So we're a little bit late today, but thanks for everybody for joining. It's been a while since we played, right? Like, I'm excited to jump back in.
Yeah, and for anyone wondering, I'm in my childhood bedroom.
Yeah, we have to address that because it's awesome. You have the action figure collection over one shoulder, the Bruce Lee poster that I have remembered almost my entire life. And then hidden on the side is one of Horace Grant's armbands. All of my favorite features of Ben Costa's room.
Oh, my dog wants to get in here. Come on. All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. We are back in the swing of things without Georgie, unfortunately. But
he says sorry, he can't make it, but he's with us in spirit.
Now, if you're not aware, we've got a Kickstarter going right now, and we're close to unlocking a stretch goal. I think it's 3,000 something away from getting more adversary cards in the Dungeoneer Adventures Beginners game, which is awesome.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. We're excited. Hopefully we can get there by the end of the weekend. Like, it'd be awesome to get there by Monday, but we'll see. We shall see.
Yeah.
We should get there by the end of this stream.
Bold talk.
I'll put my cards on the table, yeah. See what happens.
Settling into my chair. Gonna sit for this one.
And we linked it on the Discord, but if you haven't seen, we just did a interview with Jordan from Jordan's Jocular Junction, as well as his his bigger channel with all the lore. Jordan, he does a lot of 5e lore.
Yeah, it's really cool. It was a fun conversation that we had with him. Check it out. It was good times. It was good times for sure. It's not often that we get to like chat with a bunch of other folks too, but the Kickstarter is like making that bubble up, and it's fun to engage with people and, you know, learn about themselves, but also like what they find interesting about the Land of Eam and what's going on there. Cause I'm always surprised by what people latch onto.
Yeah, it actually feels like we're part of a larger community. We're not just in our own like isolated bubble.
Like literally in my cave grinding away. All right.
So
Peter.
Yeah.
Do you want to remind us of what we did last adventure? I only ask because you were smart enough to text George and ask him, and then George sent us like 60 pages.
I mostly texted him as a joke.
Look at this.
And I actually got
yeah, look at this. Yeah. So I felt it was only right that Peter should have a chance to scan this information to let us know what's going on with Zeros and Buddy.
Yeah, I am, of course, going to be reading this from the perspective of
Chile.
So, all right, episode 38, the Bento Buddy.
Sure.
I'm going to read it as it's written, including any typos, just so you know.
Yeah, he's excited to George actually just messaged to say that he's excited for us to waddle through the insanity of his note-taking. But I believe in you, Peter. I believe in you.
I go to thank Kurg, who warns us of Dax the Hidden Ways, who may be up to something. The Skash tell us they do not leave the valley, and we may find answers in Dusky Bottom. I hero tug Kurg before he goes and get a 9. It is a great success.
Wait. That's just something I have to call attention to again and again for anybody that's new to watching the actual play or the stream. It's that in the notes of what happened, George always adds the dice rolls. And it always makes me laugh.
Also, it's sort of hyperbolic. A 9 isn't a great success. That would be a 12.
Yeah, it's like it's 9. We were successful, but like he said that already. He didn't need to add the 9. And it's hilarious. It's hilarious. George never stopped doing it. I love it so much.
From Chile's perspective, it was a great success.
Yes.
We attempt to resupply. I ask Ben a hypothetical question about firing the shopkeep, and he reminds me that Dax is waiting for us to mess up. I opt to make a Dungeoneer's vest. Angering Dax, he demands the vest as tribute. I try to inspire them and succeed. He tells me simply to get out of here and never come back. Ichabod tells me I am beautiful, and I feel super awkward about it and decide to move on. Zeros offers to marry
So
us
that's
with his
George.
powers
This is really from the perspective of George.
It's not the perspective of Chili. It's like George's quasi diary about what's going on.
Zeros offers to marry us with his powers as a unicorn. I immediately move on from the conversation. Realms 12 hit a patch of dust nuggets ×2, a special mushroom. Realms 10 come across a volcanoid working intently on a statue of one of the great beasts of the deep, a Skashic titan. It is stunning. Buddy asks if he will make a statue of us, and he agrees, but the price is time. Deciding to rest, I find materials and unwanted attention. Ichabod feeds Buddy, and the rest of us continue to eat questionable stew.
As is customary.
That was page 1. Page 2. Just as we're setting in for the night, Dax shows up to tangle. But he can't do anything because he's posing for the sculpture. He attempts to talk it out with him with wheel and deal. He rolls an 11. While it's a success in getting us out of the fight, they are instead able to write a terrible line about Buddy Boubet that I didn't write down.
Oh.
I get in their face about how they want us gone, but we're already trying to go. Buddy sees the line in the stone and tries to erase it and realizes it is a punishment for his hubris. Zera says he should push it over, destroy it. It's a monument to everything that he isn't. Buddy suggests the Volcanoid to make a change entirely to the Band-Aid of Junktown. He declines as they are meaningless words to him. This feels like a very like George Costanza situation to me. Buddy starts to pack up camp in a hurry, shoving all of our stuff into our arms, and Buddy attempts to push over the statue as we head out. It's still hot. He takes dread. It is symbolic, as we leave it behind, of all Buddy had pushed down. Zeros picks him up from the ground, reminding him that there is still time to change. Zeros tells him to start fresh from here out. Buddy sulks for a time, then starts to braid his hair. Realms 3, a huge Dungeness crab reaching into a hole, snapping its pincer, trying to catch something within, which is squealing and sounds almost like scared laughter. Environment, spiderwebs and crystal walls. I fail a critter check. Buddy wraps up some spiderweb on the fishing gaff to sticky the claw, and Zeros stomps his hoof, then dazzling auras to stun. Unable to gum it up, Buddy buys time for the creature in the pit, a pale folk, to pop out of the hole and escape. I whip together a trap to crush its claw with 12. It hits, and we get into a counter struggle, exchanging damage. The trap entangles him.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Zeros crits, doing 12 damage and ending the Dungeness crab. The pale folk returns to the scene of the fight, tossing a reward at us that Zeros tries to turn down. It is a dead rat. Noticing Zeros' tail, it becomes enamored with it and climbs his back and is now plopped atop his back. Are you a hero? Would you like to join us on our adventure? He is he. That's his name.
Oh, yeah, that's his name. Just a ludicrous name.
And that is the end of our tale.
Or is it the beginning, Peter?
I feel like I was reading someone's diary just now, and it feels like I violated someone's trust, maybe.
You're reading George's diary. It's all in code. It's all in code. Okay.
Can you point the map at you guys?
Oh, gosh. Yes, of course. I
zoom
wasn't
in,
thinking.
enhance.
Where are we at? All right. How do I zoom in? I don't know how to zoom in, Ben.
If you hold down Control and use your mouse wheel, if you have a mouse wheel.
Look at that guy. Okay.
All
sorry.
right.
All right. All right. So we're off yet again. Zeros, like, where are we headed?
I think we're still trying to get
Dusky
to
Bottom.
Dusky Bottom,
Yes.
where we can talk to some folks and maybe make our way up the Great Chasm to the
Yeah.
next level.
Okay. All right.
He seems to be following you.
Yahoo.
I think this is a good addition to our team.
I do too. We should feed him some of the stew.
What's the nature of pale folk again? Are they good?
Say maybe more neutral. They are fairy folk, technically.
All right.
Fairy folk of the Underlands.
Mischief.
Yeah, and they have a bad reputation among, goblins of the Undermucklands. They're sort of misunderstood. They look horrifying.
But they're not exactly.
I can relate to that.
I'm gonna beckon Hee to come and join us, like give a little gesture of like it's okay to walk with us, you don't have to follow behind. And then I will begin the travel and roll a d12. Well, that'll do it.
Excellent. He feels more comfortable keeping several paces behind.
It was probably a wise decision after I rolled that 3. So it was a 3, not a critical, not a perilous encounter.
This is a difficult.
You guys are in the
terrain,
Skashman
isn't it?
Valley.
Oh, you're right. It is
Yeah.
perilous. Oh, crap.
I can't wait to fight another Dungeness crab.
35. What kinds of perilous encounter have we encountered?
You hear fire, and then there's not even much of a sound, but these big pieces of something, rock, you're not sure, slam into the rocks next to you. Everyone make nimbleness checks.
Oh, boy. It's an 11.
It's not as good for me.
I'm going to use a quest point to make it a 12. Maybe that will help you.
Yeah, that's a natural 1.
Well,
There's nothing but a crater left.
you suffer 4 dread.
Okay.
And buddy, you're able to duck behind
Zeros.
rock. And you get a good look at what's going on. There's a Lorgad who, you've seen these creatures before. They're big, 7-foot tall, gray-skinned, four-armed, like masters of the Underlands. I believe you encountered them while they were playing a war game.
Yeah.
But this one has an array of some sort of creature you've never seen. But they are these big, bulbous-looking things with trunks on their faces, and they're blasting like cannons at you.
At us specifically.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to parlay, because I assume this is a conflict, or there was one.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to say, "What are you, crazy?" and like stomp up to the guy.
Well, you're pretty far away. He's like
Then I sound like,
firing upon you from the distance.
"What are you, crazy? Shoot it! You could put somebody's eye out. Shoot at somebody else. It's unacceptable. It's ridiculous."
What would you call this?
Disappointment, really, is what I would call it. Disappointing behavior. I'm gonna call it inspire. Like I'm trying to inspire this guy to be a better person by realizing that what he's doing is, shooting at 2 innocent people.
Yeah, inspire embarrassment.
I'm not very good at it, so maybe I shouldn't have chose it, but it felt right.
I'm also going to give you a -1.
Okay, here we go. Zaros. Bernard, grab my hand. Okay, I'll use a quest point to make that a 9.
What is your bonus?
My bonus is 1.
Okay. He calls down and says, sorry, I thought you were someone else.
I would hope so. I'm just a little guy. We're just walking through it trying to get to Dusky Bottom.
There's a war.
Between who?
Between my clan and the Iron Tusks.
Ah, okay. Well, we completely understand your own political miscommunications and conflicts, but we have nothing to do with that. So I suggest you let us be on our way and like it never happened.
Well, you better be careful. There's many stations like this, many posts.
We will be. I look at Zaros like, let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Then we sneak up on the guy 2 days later and get our revenge. Take all of his stuff.
He took 4 courage away from me.
You'll never forget.
And I'll never forget.
Back.
30 sessions from now, we'll come back. I thought you were Buddy Boubet. Oh, no, I'm not. Come on. Not Buddy Boubet. My name is Ryan. Okay, let's, Peter, or Zaros, lead us.
Lead us to the promised land.
Well, I got the one out of the way, so
I
it's
can't
all
move.
downhill from here. Not much better.
A little
That's
better.
a 3. I think it's a 3, flat 3.
A flat 3, which is -1.
No, I have +1, -1, right?
Cool.
Yeah.
-1 for terrain. Got it.
Mhm.
All right, roll it up.
Roll it up. $83. Heck of a year.
Okay, 83.
83. We're so close.
Okay. You you get to a portion of the underground tunnels that you're trekking through that you have to get on your bellies and crawl.
Do I, or can I stand up straight? Only the pale folk can stand up.
Yeah, you'd probably have to get on your knees, buddy. But
All
this
right,
is going to be particularly hard for Zeros as a horse.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pet his mane and prevent him from panicking when he gets into the tight spaces.
Difficult, like I should make some kind of nimbleness check, perhaps.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's either nimbleness or like metal for claustrophobia.
Well, I don't have claustrophobia.
I didn't take that quirk. Oh, nice.
It's 9.
Beautiful.
All right, you're able to physically do it. As you guys are progressing through this area, you start noticing toxin bugs, which you've seen before. They're the little actually they're on today's thumbnail. They're little insectoid lizardy creatures with a sort of scorpion-like tail. And you know that they have a queen generally that's huge. But you only see the little ones just like skittering all around you. Later, George.
Farewell, George. Thanks.
He who ha who he starts gobbling them up. But there's like hundreds.
I guess that's fine as long as like the queen is not around.
I mean, their presence probably indicates a queen is out there, right?
Yeah, I wonder if we should like pick him up and like rush through here.
Yeah, I'll have you guys make athletics checks to like go fast.
All right.
Here we go.
Pretty good.
I will use another quest point. Which, wow, I've blown through 3 quest points already. I don't know if this was been playing for like 20 minutes.
All right, so you both succeed. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what you tell me? Okay. You crawl through quickly and get out of there without incident.
Nice. I come through the other side all dusty, and I ask G. Alfredo to brush me off.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes. He takes out his little brush. Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
I have to look my best. Don't know who we could run into out here.
Of course, you must always look your best, Master Zeros. Master Zeros, yes.
Master Matthews.
And then he takes out a lint remover and starts doing the same for Buddy.
I'm like more used to that kind of thing. It's like, all right, excellent. Well done. You missed a spot here. I give him a $1. Sorry. Give him a few copper coins.
I find this rather insulting.
Really? All right.
He's a professional. He doesn't need payment.
It's more like a tip, but all right. Suit yourself. I try to high five him, but he doesn't high five me back.
Well, perhaps we should sit down and rest.
Yep, let's camp. Let's
Or
camp.
we could keep pressing.
I don't know. I think we're too far away to keep pressing. What do you think?
I think we should probably make camp.
Make camp, eat some grub, you know.
Yeah, with down Chile. I don't know that we have food.
I do. I have two rations.
Oh, okay. All right.
Where did Chile go, anywho's? Hope I didn't scare her off.
That's canon. I think she scouted ahead, but she did a very poor job of it considering the dangerous encounters we just faced. Oh God, we forgot Chile. She overslept in the camp. Like she just said, guys, where did we go? Guys.
Well,
She reached Dusky Bottom 3 days ago on another bark.
so do you guys actually have food?
I do. I have two rations. I've got a normal
Oh, yeah, you
ration.
bought stuff at the Scash
Yeah.
House.
I've got I've got a quality ration and a normal ration, Zeros. There's the normal.
I mean, you could have just used quality for both of you.
That's true.
It's more fun this way.
Yeah, sorry. That's true. Oh. Well, sure wish there was more of them.
Only George has the magic touch.
Yeah, I can't do it. No one else. Like he's been on the same soup for like 80 sessions.
Mm.
Okay. Would you guys like to ask each other questions? I don't have the book easily at hand. It's because of my current setup, but
I have the book. Do you know whereabouts the questions can be found?
Chapter 4,
Mm.
Adventuring. After the travel rules.
There they are. Yeah, I would love to ask a question.
Ask away, my dear man. Just got to keep watering the soup down when nobody's looking. Hilarious. Zeros isn't afraid of tight spaces. Tight spaces are afraid of Zeros.
That's true.
Yeah, you see what he could do to an Iron Maiden?
Oh, yeah. Make him cry. And do guitar riffs.
Make him run to the hills.
Yeah. In fact, Zeros' favorite band is Iron Maiden.
That's probably in character.
Paul said it simultaneously. Hilarious. Oh, it's great.
Yeah, I'll turn to Buddy. And just casually, as I'm like chomping down some rations, say,
What is your biggest regret?
When he asks me that, I spit out my rations. What is my biggest regret? That's a loaded question. What makes you think I regret anything? What kind of question is that to ask? Regret? Why would I regret? How
Trying,
could I
I'm
possibly?
just trying to make small talk.
You think I regret choices I made that led me down here? That choices that may have led to the complete and utter takeover of Junktown by Krog. Choices to smash up some Rog and Tog gumball machines out of vindictiveness instead of trying to make my own thing. Choices about statues, choices about this, that, or the other. Choices. I don't have any regrets.
Yeah.
I shovel ration in my mouth furiously. This hardtack's good. It's not bad. It's like eating wood.
What do you think about that, Zeros? Do you have any rebuttal?
No, I just nod. I nod slowly.
It answered his question.
Yeah.
I have so many.
That's something he's going to have to come to terms with on his own, I think.
What about you, Zeros? You got any regrets yourself?
Too many to share in one sitting.
Well, you could start us off with one.
My parents, I haven't saved them. Not yet. I've gone through more sidekicks than I care to admit. That's 2.
How old are you?
I'm 13.
That's like 40 for a horse. 13 and a half.
Shoot. That certainly changes perspective. I thought you were some ancient individual.
Wait, you're only 13? I gotta watch my language.
I'm mature for my age.
I thought you're like 37.
I would have guessed like 140.
You flatter me.
Not many of us live that long. Most of us die by the sword.
Most unicorns die in perilous combat before they have the chance to reach 15.
Really?
I hadn't heard that. Nor
There's
am
a
I
lot I
certain
don't
that's
know
true.
about the Overlands.
It's a dangerous place. But I aim to make it a little less dangerous.
By stopping the Shadow Dragon, right?
By stopping Krog and the Shadow Dragon.
Seems like a tall order now.
Now, you guys keep talking about this Shadow Dragon. I've never seen a Shadow Dragon.
I mean, you probably will. Speaking of regrets.
He's our responsibility. We may have released him inadvertently.
Let's hope not. Let's hope we don't see him soon.
Without some sort of plan. But we know that the Shadow Dragon's linked to the Never Was. And if we can stop the Never Was, we'll be able to stop the Shadow Dragon.
And all that has to do with that ghost guy, right?
Yeah, the ghost guy. His name was like Zim or like Tim. It was a short name.
I think it was Jeff.
That was probably right. Right, or hardtack. I ate a giant pizza-sized Dorito. That's my ration. Pizza slice. All right. Well, good night, John Boy. Good night, Daros. Good night.
Good night, Goobs.
Good night.
Good night, Felon Day.
Good night. He texts in with his teddy bear. Little folk sleeping in his helmet.
Good night, G. Alfredo.
Good night, Master Zaros.
I forget that there's like 36 people in our party.
We gotta do a head count at some point.
Yeah. Yeah. We should have a roster like on the live streams that just shows how many people are with us. I continuously forget.
Yeah, but we've got a massive party, but we just force them to watch us eat our rations.
No, I offered some to the pale folk guy.
He already got his food for the day.
That's true. He's eating the bugs. All right. Well, I'm gonna hit the hay, and then we can begin trying. Then it's, or is it? I guess it's my travel check.
Well, the day passes. I mean, the night passes without incident. You guys can heal a d6.
I'll take it. All right, I'm gonna roll travel. A 9.
Which is an 8.
But I'm +1, y'all.
Okay.
Oh.
So that's an uneventful journey.
Yeah, we need one of those.
You can, resource find
I'm
if you
gonna
want.
I'm gonna hunt for some food, I think. Just like forage. That is a 6. No, it's a 5. Flat 5. Flat 5,
Well,
unfortunately.
you got some unwanted attention. Peter, you're next.
Unwanted attention. Sorry, Pete. Oh,
That's a 13. -1, that's a 12.
yes. Yes, that's what we need.
Roll that discovery.
Let's discover this unwanted attention.
Hello. I was going to eat you guys when you were asleep, but
6.
I can't remember if this happened before. As you guys are traveling, you are hailed by a beetle in ornate armor. He says, I am Lord Keesterling.
I think I would have remembered if this had happened before.
this has not happened before, but like the joke within a joke within a joke is making me happy.
I am king of the Underlands.
Are you the king of the Underlands? Because I heard something different.
Yes, there is a terrible rumor going around that a dragon has claimed the title of king of the Underlands, which I find vulgar.
I find it vulgar too. What are you gonna do about that?
I am gathering a band of heroes.
He's alone.
Alone, but for my minions. You see various like beetles and grubs just like
It's like sucking on a
rise
mushroom.
up behind him.
Oh, this is interesting. Are we within your realm? Like, is this your palace?
Well, you are in the Underlands, and I am the king.
Oh.
Therefore, I will hire you as my loyal retainers.
Okay. And what what do we owe you if we're the royal retainers? What are our responsibilities?
You will protect me with your life.
Oh. I look at
I've
Zara like,
already sworn an oath. I'm a bulwark.
That is meaningless here.
I'm already kind of royalty myself, a fellow king from another land. I'm Buddy Boubet, the Gumball King.
Then you shall marry my firstborn.
It's just like a writhing centipede. How generous of you, my liege. But I'm already betrothed.
Then you shall be my royal bodyguard.
Well, I'm afraid I can't be your bodyguard. I'm also a king, although you may be my bodyguard if it would please you.
It would not please me. You will be paid handsomely for your position, no doubt.
You know, is there anybody in the party that would be suited to join him? The Pale Folk?
Not him.
Not. Oh, yucky! Not him.
Who is your hired hand? What's that guy's name?
Felon Day.
Just give him Felon Day.
I'd have to replace him as a power. He's like an ability. Felon Day.
I do not understand why you do not kneel before me and swear fealty.
I kneel before no man, Your Majesty.
I am not a man, I am a beetle.
I kneel before no sentient folk. Not even dragons.
Of course not dragons.
Of course not dragons.
That is our purpose. To slay this dragon.
Well, you know what? That's one of our purposes too, but we've discovered something that might be valuable information to you when I'd be willing to trade.
How profane.
I'd be willing to trade information. Every good king has a spy network, no? You must have a spy network.
Of course. The insects talk to me.
Oh, the insects talk to him. Well, I'll tell you this. I would be willing to be your spy master of the Overlands, where your insects cannot go.
Ah. And you? Horseman?
It's not a man. It's a unicorn.
As I've said, I'm a paladin of the bulwarks. I've already sworn an oath. Would be improper for me to promise myself the two.
Then you forsake the Underlands and lay no claim.
I don't think any of us were ever laying claim. That really wasn't a part of it.
Well, once we defeat the dragon, as my loyal retainers, you would each gain territory to rule.
It doesn't sound too bad.
I am a benevolent ruler. I am Lord Keesterling.
He's a giant keister snap.
Buddy, can we have a sidebar?
Yeah. Your Eminence, just one moment, please. Let me discuss
I hear
with my...
all.
I'm going to ask my attorney.
Yeah,
what do
we
you know about this guy?
forgot to mention that guy at the fire.
Yeah. He was in the process of like looking through like my tax accounting.
I said oops.
Yeah, he did say oops. Oops. Have you heard of this guy? You're local. And a kind of a bug guy, right? You're like a bug guy.
Are you paying for my services right now, sir?
You gonna nickel and dime me every 6 minutes? I'm asking questions here. I don't even know what I'm hiring you for. Blood sucking attorneys. He's a my ability. The best thing of it. Oh.
That was my way of asking. Are you using the ability?
I know.
now?
I am going to use the ability. I am going to use the ability, but I couldn't help it like role playing that because it's hilarious. Yeah, I'm going to use the ability. Look, I don't want to like. I want to use the ability, but I guess I don't really want to threaten the king. I just want to like alert him to the legal quagmire that accepting his agreement would be, since I am a king also, albeit of a gumball business that yet is to exist. So I will. I do want to intimidate him, but I'm not like barking like I'm going to sue him. It's like I'm trying to intimidate him with the fact that this is just like a legal complexity that has to. And like I'll have Oobs walk up and be like, "Okay, excellent. Well, this can be done, but first," and he drops like a stack of papers. Like I have to go through all of the. This could take a couple of weeks. Are you cool with that?
I mean, that's why you have to marry his firstborn, because it resolves all of that legal.
Yeah, but. Oh, come on.
Sorry, what was the ultimate?
The ultimate goal is that he doesn't want us as his vassals, but would potentially consider us allies. So we don't have to follow what he wants to do, but we're not like enemies.
You got a what? 6? Success with a twist. Okay. Let's think about this.
I like the premise that he's cool with that, but he needs something from us now.
Your hand in marriage.
Yeah.
I negotiate
He's
Sarah
like
else's hand in
hearing-
marriage, like right, like, and then and it'll be fine. I'll talk to him. He'll believe it.
As a unicorn, I can't officiate a marriage.
How about we roll it randomly out of
like 4.
everyone in the party?
Okay. I'm down with this. Roll it randomly, and then it cuts to the ceremony.
So
Isn't it beautiful?
let's count up who we have. There's Buddy Boubet. There's
Boubet.
Garos. There's Ichabod.
Oobles.
Oobles.
The Pale Folk.
Pale Folk.
Felon Day.
Ellen Day, and your 2
Rocco and Modern's Life.
All right, hang on. We said all these, but we didn't. Did we actually write any of these down? So
I've got it basically in my brain.
8
in the like correct order though, for rolling a die for it.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, I could do it too.
All right.
As long as I hold my fingers up. If I take them away, I'll forget the order. I'm in this.
Yeah,
Ben is
so
thinking the same thing.
Peter, you have to roll it. A D8.
So 5.
5. So that is he who ha he.
All right, now we have to roll to see if he accidentally just eats the bride. Am I wrong?
No,
I mean, I got to go hard on the twist. but it's a coin flip.
Oh. Yeah, do we just want to roll it?
Just flip a coin.
Sure.
Yeah, what do we roll for that?
Just roll a d12.
All right, do it. Roll it.
Well,
I mean, is it success for he eating a bug?
No. They have a happy marriage. Him and a giant centipede. A keister snap the size of a tortoise.
all right, you guys are at the wedding.
Do you take this?
Yeah, I think Zeros has to be the
Well,
officiant.
Lawfully wedded husband. Hee ha hoo hee. Do you take this beetle to be your wife?
His eyes blink independently of each other as he laughs.
You may
He has
now
no eyes.
slurp the creature.
That's right. That's right. He has eyes. It's just a mouth with teeth. Oh.
Well, is it done?
It is done. Prince he ha hoo he.
They
A
are
couple of
bound.
bugs like give him like a furry cape, a scepter, a giant like ring.
Yeah, he's just like coasting on the ground. Top beetles.
Like his expression and attitude hasn't changed at all. There's like no significant difference.
Now, tell me, what did this accomplish again?
Adding a beetle princess to the party and her matched luggage is hilarious. Yeah, that's what we gain. 10 inventory slots. This counts as a magical item with 10 inventory slots. Oh, it's funny.
That is her dowry. Now that we are allied, we must make plans of battle.
I totally agree. And I'll fill him in on the never was. And like our objective is to find the source of the never was and undo it, because that will undo the shadow dragon without direct conflict. I'll also communicate that a bunch about Krog and how like there may come a time where I'll need you also like to deal with Krog, to help us deal with Krog.
This is much less straightforward than I had hoped.
Ah, yes, but a good plan is always complex, right? Right?
You got to be smart to understand a good plan.
Yeah, you got to be smart to understand it. And this way, we go diagonal. You know, we're going diagonal.
Then where will you go now?
Well, we're headed to Dusky Bottom. There we'll regroup and continue our investigation to the location of the never was. We're right on its trail.
What do you suggest I do?
I looked to Zeros like at a loss, like I'm not sure.
Continue to gather your forces, lie in wait. Wait for our signal.
In
How
fact,
will I
like,
see your signal?
oh, you'll know.
You'll know it when you
You'll
see
know.
it.
You'll totally know. Totally know.
Oobles will deliver the message. when the time is right.
Boobles is still just collecting signatures. And here. And there you go. Your Royal Highness may sign here.
Perhaps I should just come with you.
All right. Now it's a D9, but people are getting married. D10. You know, one thing you could do is we know that there's currently a war going on between Lorgad clans. Perhaps you could unite them against the Shadow Dragon. We could utilize them as allies. They're mighty opponents.
Yes. Now you're speaking my language. Diplomacy.
Indeed, there's much diplomacy to be had in the abyss. Plus, like, we're talking like 2 hexes back as a guy.
Come, my lieges. We must make haste and gather the forces of the Lorgads.
And so it was that he went into the Skashik Valley and never returned. Farewell, Your Highness.
He makes his round, shakes all of your hands, thanks you for, in his own way, for coming to the wedding. You have no idea what he's saying, but it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's brought me to tears. Farewell, little toothy guy. Remember me at heart.
I think we should. I think we should press on. That's what I say. We wasted a lot of dang time.
I eat the rest of the crab puffs from the wedding, and then the Dungeness crab puffs, and then let's continue. I think it's Peter's roll. That was just our first.
That was Peter's roll.
That was mine.
Oh, it was. Oh, so we're camping now. I guess.
Ichabod says Ichabod wants to keep moving.
Okay, let's keep moving. We could call the entire wedding like our camp if we wanted to. Spent the evening dancing.
You could.
I will roll D12. Oh. Perilous. That's a perilous encounter. Sorry, man.
Different. We're about to stumble into a different kind of wedding.
But the ruined one. We're invited to a Lorgad red wedding.
You want to roll that encounter? Moan fresh.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. The hundo 73. At dawn on the third day, look to the east. How many more daughters does this guy have to marry off? I see Ben's grin. Maniacal
No.
DM.
Okay. You come upon a black stone edifice without seams, windows, or imperfections on its rectangular surface. and it reflects your faces.
I wave at it, and I pick my teeth in the reflection. I adjust my clothing.
Make a perception check.
Oh, 4. Finally, a mirror. I'm looking terrible.
You catch a glimpse of something behind the mirror, but you're not sure what.
I'll like inquisitively look behind the mirror, like I may have seen something.
This is where Buddy's going to get replaced by Evil Buddy. But we're going to discover that Evil Buddy is actually Buddy, and we have
I'm the Gumball King.
I'll go take a look, see if I can't figure out what's going on.
All right. You can make a perception check. Perception check.
That's a 10. No, it's an 11.
You see clearly there's a door.
Is there a handle or a notch or something?
You sense this is magic. There's magic afoot.
Oh,
like it's a door I could just pass through.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna do that and not tell anybody about it.
that's a good idea.
His buddy's looking at himself. I'm just gonna pass through the door.
Okay, you disappear, buddy. Zeros just disappeared.
Zeros? Where'd you go, man? I'll like absentmindedly follow him. Like I do it by accident.
Okay. You guys.
Hey Peter, you know this is a perilous encounter, right? Not a discovery.
Yeah, what of it?
What of it? Zeros is ready.
I'm a simple man. I'm presented with a door. I'm going through the door.
Going right through the door.
Make a search check, Peter.
All right. It's a 6.
All right. What? That's annoying.
What is?
I'm sorry. I'm having slow looking at PDFs right now.
I can look at it.
No. No.
No. I have to rely on if you fully remember this encounter or not.
Talk among yourselves, okay?
Hey Peter.
Say something funny. Like
You
make
heard
a
him.
joke or something.
You heard him. So Buddy Boubet and the unicorn walk into a bar. And,
Bartender says, "Get out."
we don't do it.
New choice.
Well. I take 5 dread. New choice automatically is 5 dread to me.
Yeah, I hit bedrock very quickly on new choice. I die. I'm dead.
How much XP do you have, Peter? What level
Peter,
are you?
you. I don't understand why this is so bad.
Slowy.
Bad.
It's bad.
All right. Okay. All right. You guys are in a random dungeon, okay? Have you been in a random dungeon yet, Peter?
Did the Layer of Shadows count as a random dungeon?
No.
No, that's a.
I've not been in a random dungeon, I guess.
All right. So you rolled a 6, you gain a key, and you encounter a hazard. Roll another d6, please.
All right. I have done a random dungeon, not as part of this stream, but I definitely played Pungeon Quest.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
What'd you roll?
It's 4. I get 4 keys.
Okay, now roll a
You
d100.
almost win Land of Eam.
27.
27.
27.
All right. You guys enter through the door, and you're in a room with no other doors, and there are 10 caskets.
Oh, that's a lot. Are they all sealed up?
They're in various states of open. Like some of them are completely shut, others are like partly cracked open.
Is there anything on the ceiling?
It just looks like stonework.
I really cautiously peer into a casket. Is it empty?
All right. Tell me which of the 10.
I'm gonna roll it.
That's the casket of a carpenter.
Oh, I wish. I go to the 10th casket.
It's never the ones on the edges. It's always somewhere in the middle. It's not one of the 2 sides.
I go to the 10th casket.
All right. You open it up, and a undead skeleton reaches its hand for you. You guys are in a conflict.
Close it. Just close the casket.
Yeah. I am paralyzed with
You
fear.
can try. You can make a might check.
I
as
am
your
going to try.
action.
I'm going to try to close the casket instantly.
It's going to become like an Evil Dead style comedy sequence, I think.
Okay. It's not bad. With a quest point, it's a 9.
All right. You close it. You hear the thing banging. And then you
Go ahead.
Then you start hearing like similar banging and rustling from the other caskets.
Are any of these caskets quiet?
Make a perception check.
All right.
Disadvantage.
Got it. All right.
You have +0 on everything.
My disadvantage is an 8.
Okay. It's a success with a twist.
I'll use a quest point to make it a 9.
How many quest points do you guys have? It's like quest
I'm
points.
at 0.
This
I'm
is
at
the
0.
first one that I've used.
I used them all. I used my last one just now.
All right, Peter, you think that the 9th casket is quiet.
All right, I'm gonna bust that guy open.
Is it closed?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope that's not the one with the lich inside.
I mean, if it is, he's a heavy sleeper.
True.
All right. You are able to do it. You open it up. There is, it's like a tunnel. It goes down.
Quickly.
As you guys are, getting down in there, more skeletons are just like lifting off the casket lids and opening and jumping out.
I run for the tunnel. Run as fast as I can.
All right.
And I
What does that look like?
It looks like I do it with advantage because I have proficiency in running away, which I need because I swear James hasn't added a modifier to anything this session.
James never adds the modifier like on the screen.
That's true. I don't. I always add it. I have it on my sheet next to me. Okay. I run away with advantage.
Is the proficiency called running away, or
It
is it
is.
called? Nice. Okay.
I have the proficiency of a coward. Like run away, hide, escape bonds, which is, quasi, repair, and then bureaucracy. I have a lot of proficiencies.
And Peter,
I have 2 proficiencies: jumping and endurance.
well, Buddy has just disappeared into the darkness. You are.
I attack the darkness.
To be fair, I was wailing at the top of my lungs.
No, I'm going down there. I'm going down into that tunnel.
All right, make a athletics check or nimbleness.
It's a 6 athletics.
All right, I'm going to say one of the skeletons gets a strike at you.
May the gods of defense be with you, Peter.
I believe that's a 12. You have defense?
No.
Okay.
It's fine.
6 dread as it slashes you with a rusty knife.
Rusty. He's not been taking care of his equipment. Gonna have
You
to get
should
it
be
tested.
oiling those knives.
Yeah.
As you scramble down the tunnel, you see that the thing doesn't chase you; it just like looks at you like
I'm gonna look back at
hanging
it.
over the edge.
I'll glare back at it for a moment.
More join it.
Saris, what are you doing? I'm testing myself. I'm testing my courage. I have to remember this.
I'm scaring them back into their coffins.
Make a metal check, Peter.
It's an 11.
Peter fears me.
I'm gonna use a quest point to turn that into a 12, though.
one of them crumbles to just a pile of bones. You stare at it with such courage, it just dies.
I'm gonna say
Which of you scratched me?
they're the
Was it
first
you?
ones to break, and they they just cover it.
Not that one. That's amazing. All right.
Well, that sure was interesting.
Indeed.
Y'all seen what I seen, man?
It was,
Skeletons.
It was it was utterly terrifying. And I hope that we find our way out of here. I should have never walked in through that magical door.
No, this is great. There could be treasure.
Yeah, Shelly Gumdrop is already rolling the next room.
The treasure is in the challenge.
Plus the items. Because you like did the challenge already. Like once you do it, it's like that's like
You
giant.
have one key now.
How many
James.
keys do we need to get out of here?
That's a great question. You could use 5 keys to
Escape
escape.
or to find a hoard, treasure hoard, which could potentially be tremendously valuable to us at this stage.
So someone should roll a search, right?
Yeah, James.
Yeah, sorry.
You can find a smaller hoard for lower, but what James and George always tend to do is try to get a mythic hoard with 6 keys.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. Because it's just so good. It's the mythic hordes have saved us in the past. With
I'm pretty sure
like,
last time we got a mythic hoard, it was like literally a gold can opener, right?
Yeah, it wasn't a good roll.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was mythic. Mythic is
No,
pretty.
mythic is really good. Like you're bound to get some magical items and stuff.
Okay,
6.
you got a 6.
Yeah, no modifier, Paul.
Okay, you find a key with a hazard, and you may roll a d6 and a d100.
$3 and 64.
$64. Okay, let's see.
I do need to start spending XP. I actually have a lot hoarded that I just haven't spent. It's like I always fall into this cycle because I'm like, oh, well, if I save it, I could like level up but you're right. The last thing I need is no bonuses in the Abyss. But I love me a challenge. I'm curious. I'm very curious about what this room is.
Okay, you walk into a creepy library filled with lit candelabras glittering in the dark.
Vincent Price starts narrating a book.
Hello.
There's an altar in the room, and there's also a door on the other side of the room.
Without touching anything, can I look at like some of the spines of the books and see like what sort of library this is?
Sure.
You never know. Maybe they got a first edition of Huckleberry Finn, or
Is this a personal library or a public library?
This library has words that it's mostly filled with a language that you're not familiar with. But there is some other strange text that say like how to exploit the customs of folk. Things like that.
How to exploit the customs of folk.
Mm.
I'm going to very carefully pull that one out and open it up
Evil for dummies.
to see, to see what it's actually like.
The grammar, the syntax is all strange, and it's talking about how some, from the point of view of a culture that you're not familiar with, like how to approach manipulating folk.
I like look at Saros and be like, we got to get out of here. we got to get out of here, man. The altar.
Should we investigate this altar, or should we just go straight for the door?
The grammar and syntax is strange. Oh no, it's written by ChatGPT. There's incredible amount of emojis in this text.
It uses a lot of M dashes.
This is the equivalent of like ancient AI. It was learning how to take over the humanity.
Yeah, it's all search engine optimized. Yeah, let's take a look at this altar.
I like that it like reads like a LinkedIn post, the entire thing.
Oh, thanks, music guy. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. They use a lot of M dashes as well. Just frankly,
I have the exact same.
I love them too.
It used to make me feel like I was smart, and now people think I'm lazy.
It's because AI is ruining our world, which is why we need to stop whoever owns this library.
All right, the altar. It says, written in folk, "Young I am tall, old I am short."
Young I am tall, old I am short. A riddle of some kind, Zeros. It's tall when it's young, short when it's old. I know what George would say.
Time.
Yes. George would say it's time. The number one choice of any riddle, it's time.
I love that we were able to capture that in Dungeoneer Adventures.
Me too. It's like one of the best things ever. Time. What? Young I am tall, old I am short. I look at the candelabras and notice that one of them is burned down. And I'll say, candle?
You get no response. There's nothing.
I'll take a candelabra to the altar. Maybe this is a mistake. I'm activating this evil room by accident. Zeros, I just have to know.
It works. Sometimes I wondered, James, do you remember these? But then
I didn't. But the candelabras kicked me off.
Mm.
That detail was what did it for me.
The door.
I didn't remember the obelisk either. I really had no idea what the obelisk was about,
What obelisk?
or the stone where we
oh.
get that. I couldn't remember what that was.
Yeah, so you find your way out. There's nothing ominous that happens.
Do you take that book with you? How to Exploit the Customs of Folk?
No, no, that goes against Buddy's sensibilities.
I mean, if you take it, no one else here can find it. So you'd be doing maybe a favor to.
I know. Part of me is like wondering if like all of these books are like just evil books, but I have no sense of like whose library this is.
They do look all evil, like just malicious in nature, like the subject matter.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the candelabra as we leave, and I'm gonna hurl it into one of the bookshelves to burn the library.
That's a bold move.
It is a bold move. Some lich somewhere is gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna have to pay late fees on those.
You think about that. Think about this.
Like a library detective bookman just goes to the broken citadel. You got another thing coming, mister. Who doesn't keep coffee?
You and your joy boys, or
I'm sorry, I don't have any coffee.
we're
We have no
referencing Seinfeld right now.
Yeah, sorry. It's like wrestling like an early season of Seinfeld where he has a book overdue and they send a detective to his house.
Okay. The library slowly burns.
The Dean Koontz section suddenly goes up.
No, that's the only section that won't ignite. It just can't be destroyed. Just like a giant, like ghostly Dean Koontz head appears above it, laughing. I Danielle steel myself against the ghost of Dean Koontz and throw another candelabra. Sorry.
All right.
We continue. That was a very direct entry to the next room. I don't know that I need to describe how that happened.
You should have read it, dude.
Yeah. I chose a different path.
All right, Peter. Maybe we got a couple more rolls in us, and then we'll
we'll call it.
All right.
I don't think we'll be able to get out unless we get really lucky.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's an 8 flat.
An 8. Do you want to use a quest point to make it a 9?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm all out of them, so it's up to you.
I got one more left after this.
So that would be you just gain a key. That gives you 3 keys.
Oh, we're just walking down a hallway and a key glitters on the ground. I'll be there.
Yeah, just describe to us, Peter, what that looks like as you exit the library.
I think we exit like there's a big roaring fire behind us, and you see our shadows cast across the hallway in front of us. And then as we're moving through it, I just accidentally kick a key. You hear it before you see it.
A literal key.
Yeah. These are all literal keys, right?
Yeah. Ben hates it when we do the literal keys, but I love it.
Because there's never any attempt to not make it a literal key.
I'm sorry. I'm just so stuck on the fact that you don't like it when it's a literal key. Even though the book explicitly states, like, doesn't mean to me. It's funny.
Yeah, maybe instead, yeah, the light cast into the hallway from this roaring fire behind us, and there's just a big arrow on the wall that points at a fork to go one way.
Directly to a door to the
Yep.
racquetball court where a key is already in the knob. We hear the ping, ping, pop, pop of the racquetball in the room, but when we open it up, there's nobody there.
It's spooky. That's scary.
There's nothing there but 2 pairs of goggles, 2 paddles, and a blue rubber ball.
And another key just on the floor.
And another key. The skeleton of the janitor. Sorry. The skeleton of a wug janitor with a key ring gripped in his hand.
All right, James. Roll it up.
Oh, sorry. For whatever reason, I thought he was rolling again. But that is silly. 2.
There you go. See,
No
it all
bonus.
evens out.
We lose.
It's all even Stevens. You lose a key. And you encounter a hazard. And roll a d6 to d100.
I'm rolling.
So we're at 2 total right now, right?
Whoops.
Yeah.
5 and 90.
5 and 90.
590, yo.
Okay. 5 and 90. Let's see here. This is going to be, you know what I mean?
No, I don't.
We have 2 keys total. Lost 1, 2.
Yeah. All right. You come to a hall. It's dark. You can see the glint of sharp blades lining the hallway.
Only the penitent man can pass.
They're like sticking out of the walls. Upright. They're not pointing. They're like
They're in chop zone, chop mode.
Oobles, you're up.
I really don't know. I don't know. I study mostly tax law. I'm not ready for this.
shucks. This doesn't look promising.
Is there any like rubble or something on, like, can I throw a rock through, like skip a rock across the ground and see what happens?
How many rocks do you just carry around with you?
I was looking to see if there was one already on the ground, unless we're in a nice carpeted area.
How about you make a search check?
I will make a search check.
You find a key. You can skip a key across the hallway.
Oh shoot! I find a pog slammer.
There's a nice nice rock, perfect for skipping.
There's a
Perfect for skipping.
switch on the wall that says on off, and it's currently set to on.
That's where I found the rock, but I ignored it. The 12. It was so good that I could only see how good the rock was. And now I find myself like strangely like I don't want to part with it. I
This is
choose not to skip it.
rock. This is a smooth rock.
Yeah, this is a good one. You know what I mean? I will skip it along the ground to see if I can trigger some sort of a choppy trap.
Yeah. You skip it, and you see the blades come down and go, and one of them hits the rock, and it goes ping.
Okay. So clearly this hallway is a trap.
And then the elevator is back up.
That's been established.
Zeros starts to limber up.
Wow. They chopped in like a pattern, right? Or my buddy eyes couldn't perceive that.
It seemed to be really following the rock. Like
Following the rock. So so if we sprint, like we really run, like we can maybe do this. And I don't think I can do it. No. Now I have 2 rocks.
I could carry you on my back.
All right, we all pile onto Zeros.
Carry up to 3 riders right now.
all of James's followers climb into the.
They all get into my saddlebag. Yeah.
Funny enough, Oodles just or Oobles just crawls like easily across the ceiling, just like.
Okay, so if one dies, you all die.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter has to be successful.
I like to simplify things.
Chili finds us 6 weeks later. It's just like she just finds pink hair and a pile of Hormel chili. It's so gruesome. Unicorn salsa.
It's highly coveted, actually. Yeah.
Rainbow.
Oh, can you imagine if that was the party wipe? It's like, oh, how'd your party get wiped? Well, got minced, all of us simultaneously.
Just I'm checking to see if I've got any relevant abilities that would come in handy. I do have
You're
jumping.
nimble, right?
I've got a jumping as a proficiency because
That's
could I just vault all the way across here without triggering any
You can, but if you roll double ones, you hit your head on the ceiling.
Do a long jump across.
That unicorn salsa's got me laughing. It's so funny. What is that? Picante? New Delve City.
Do you not have Swift Hoof anymore? Did you?
I still have Swift Hoof.
That would be that would
would make sense to use that. I was just trying to give myself like a advantage.
I'm still there for it, like making the risk of the double ones on a jump. That'd be amazing.
All right, Swift Hoof. Let's see how this goes. It's an 8, and I'll use my last quest point to turn it into a 9.
Nice.
Okay. You leap across like a gazelle, and only the little wisps on the hair of like ML and Rocco, get
Blades.
chopped off.
Yeah,
They've got bald spots now.
Yeah, I was about to say that. You beat me to it. I couldn't even get it out, but you knew. You knew. They both had bald spots.
Haircuts on the house.
As you slide into place on the other side.
It was a close shave.
Yeah. Love it.
Well, what can we say? I think that's going to be the whole session today, and we'll pick this up.
Yeah. I love random dungeons. They're fun.
So you have 2 keys, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. This is our personal actual play. If you're a fan of Land of Eam, you haven't checked it out, you can go to landoveam.com and download the quick start guide for free. But right now, we have a Kickstarter that is going for a massive double expansion for the Land of Eam core game. So if you've already got the deluxe box set or the core rulebook or just the PDFs, considers pledging, because we've got the Underlands sandbox setting, a huge expansion to the Land of Eam core game, as well as some beginner rules and a box set called Dungeoneer Adventures: The Beginner's Game, that is specifically designed to run for younger kids. So if you're interested, link will be in the description, and we'll see you next week. Thanks,
Indeed,
Paul.
we're about $2,700 away from the next stretch goal, so jump in there. All right, guys. Thanks a lot, and we will see you tomorrow for a Discord hangout.
Yep. Take it easy, folks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.